Hello, if you want to talk Japanese anime with us, then you've come to the right place. Let's start talking right now. Hello, I'm Kerwin.
And I'm Blaine.
And we're your hosts of the Easy Go Japanese channel, where you can learn to speak Japanese quickly and easily, some Japanese culture, and now you can talk anime with us. In this episode, we're continuing our talk about the series My Hero Academia, or Boku no Hero Academia. This is episode 3, Roaring Muscles. So, Blaine, what did you think about this episode?
I thought it was a pretty good one. I know from episode 2 when All Might was telling him about how he could get his powers. Fast forward, we're on the beach now. Bunch of trash there, like completely just messed up.
Which I sorry to interrupt, but I think it's kind of strange for Japan because Japan is like fairly clean, mostly clean. I don't think I've ever seen any trash anywhere.
Yeah, and like I was like, that's the strangest type of training. Like, you know, I didn't think like, what training would he do for 10 months? And they're like, oh, you're cleaning all this garbage off on the beach.
Yep.
And it's a bunch of stuff, you know, refrigerators, tires.
Yep, big stuff.
A bunch of stuff. So I'm like, man, that's a tough thing for him. But I mean, he said he had to work out before he can just get his powers. You know, he doesn't know that he has to eat it yet until the very end. But he's like, yeah, you can't inherit my powers until you strengthen because you won't be able to handle it.
Right. Because Midoriya seems to be really scrawny.
Yeah.
And kind of weak there. And so I guess All Might's plan is to, you know, build him up some strength, get him some muscle and stuff like that, you know, and make a commitment, you know, to doing this before he decides to give him whatever his quirk is.
Right.
Stuff. So Midoriya has to accept it. You know, that was the good thing. You know, I remember All Might saying, I'm not just going to give this to you. You have to accept it.
Yeah.
You have to want this before I can give it to you or before I will. You know, and through all the crying and stuff, whining Midoriya does.
Always.
You know, he finally said, oh, yeah, I want it. I'm going to do it. You know, so he made the commitment, verbal commitment. And so now here was, the physical commitment to, you know, cleaning up the beach. And he only had so much time before school started or the entrance exam. So, so what I'm gathering that All Might graduated from that school, UA, and so it's his alma mater. And Midoriya wants to get into that school because All Might went to that school, you know, so Midoriya is definitely trying to follow in the footsteps of his hero, you know, All Might, and stuff to get into school. So he's willing to do just about anything, you know, to get in there. And All Might, you know, is spoon feeding him, but he's, you know, helping him along, helping him get closer and closer, you know. So, and I was glad to see in this episode, by the end of it, you know, Midoriya did, you know, get some muscle mass.
He took that little picture when they first started, and he's over on the ground crying, all scrawny and stuff, and now he's got like some little muscles, a little six pack coming up and stuff. You're like, I can see he's working hard for real.
So that's a good thing to see before and after. And it's good for us, too, because, you know, I guess as time goes on, we'll forget that he was ever like
it shows growth,
you know,
that sort of thing.
So I guess, they're working on that character development, you know, showing he's weak, he's scrawny, and then he's going to turn into something big and powerful or something other like that. But my God, he whined.
He did.
How can you do that?
Especially after his training, he's still like, oh, this is so tough. I have to work harder than everyone else, and I don't deserve these powers.
I know.
And then he starts freaking out when he's like, oh, you have to swallow my hair. And he's like, what?
That was the funny part. His facial expression was like, well, I just did all of this, and I gotta swallow a hair. And to me, and I'm probably just me, but okay, it wasn't like a live scorpion, or a cockroach, or a pufferfish.
It's a strand of hair.
It's a strand of hair. You kind of, roll it up, swallow it, drink some water or something.
You're good to go. As weird as it may be,
I know.
It's things that could have been a whole lot worse.
Yeah, and he's just in there, we're going to do all here. And then wanted to throw up behind it. I was just like, oh my God.
Yeah, it was like, oh man, okay. Well.
Terrible. So, but he did it. He did it, the end all, tell all. He did it. He swallowed the hair, and, now he's expecting instant, power and stuff, and so, I guess we'll have to see in episode 4 what happens, because I think All Might says it takes a couple of hours. And
2 hours to kick in and stuff, so I guess he won't have time to completely get it started because his exam
time,
same day.
Right.
He had told him like, "Oh, you just finished a few minutes before I expected you to."
Yep.
So I guess it's kind of in a rush. So hopefully some good comes out of it.
So I'm looking forward to the next one. I guess he takes the exam, and we'll see what happens there on that one.
Should be a good one.
Anything else you got on that one?
No, I think that's it for me. What about you?
No, I'm good. I'm looking forward to the next one. So I guess that's all we're going to have for this episode. And if this is your first time here, please click the subscribe button and then the bell so that you don't miss a single episode.
And if you're a returning subscriber, we want to thank you and your time for supporting us and this channel.
Thank you again, and we'll see you on the next one.
Matane.
Matane.